Okay, this is long overdue. What I've got here is GMT 400 tail wiring, and by tail wiring I mean the license plate light tails. So my trail ready bumper, I haven't put those in yet, but GMT 400 and GMT 800. This has the GMT 800 hookups. I've had these stuffs on my shelves for a while. It's been that kind of a summer, so I'm going to get to it today, see if I can't get this done. Obviously some obvious differences to them. What kills me is on the GMT 800 you got two reds, two blacks. Who does a harness like that? What the crap? Red and black for positive and power, that's the way it should be. GMT 400, these things come together with the brown and the blue. I'll look into my manual and see which one's which for positive and negative. Gonna have to test these because obviously I'm going to snip out this whole harness and get rid of this and just tie them all into this. I am thinking one of these groups has got to be positive and one of them's got to be negative. If you look at that, just a standard factory plug only using 4 clips. Don't know what else would have been used on GMT 400. Maybe the dualies might have extra marking lights that hook into theirs too. Maybe. Any which way, don't need that clip because that does not fit. I need this clip to go into my factory GMT 400 stuff. I do believe it'll be that easy. I just snip right here, and then I'm going to play around with the batteries and see which one's which for positive and negative. Of course, I'm adding in some. Don't know if that's going to work for me the way I want it to when I'm doing LED bulbs, which are diodes, so they only go one way, versus the old school bulbs, which would go either way. So we'll find out. We'll see what kind of fun I have with that. Should be a quick little job here. Alright, to figure this out I'm doing pretty simple here. Alligator clips on the power and ground over here to this end. Keep that out of the way. I got that one on a, I don't know how to get you guys a good angle, but on the ground. Oops, let's not do that, huh? Keep that clipped. Here we go. There we go. Lit up. And I've done it, I can't do this with one hand, but I've done it with both of them so that these two wires, clip this out of the way. Remove that. There, now I'm not going to spark anything. Alright, any which way. I've tested these two lines are power, and these lines are ground. So now I know that. I know where to splice. Okay, having tested that, I now refer to my Haynes manual. And I'm looking at typical headlight system. This is where you're going to find exterior light system's the other one too. That's these two together will tell you what you're looking at here. Now these are pretty faded and gone, but I'm pretty sure I've got a brown and a black. Black would be ground, and brown you would also might think is brown, but it's not. So you look at cab clearance lights, white to brown. Black is ground, white, yes, that's the cab clearance ones, but brown is what goes to marking lights. Again, there's a whole bunch of other marking lights. Brown, brown, brown. Brown is the factory marking light circuit, and that's the one we want to be tagged into with this. So I'm thinking brown is what we need for power, black is for ground. We know what those are. We know this is power, this is ground. All we got to do is tag those things in. And of course I'll test it one more time before I fully crimp and heat shrink. I'll test it on the battery, make sure I'm right. But let's get to it. Alright, there you go. Same thing, alligator clips. That's why these test leads are awesome when you're doing stuff like this. Clipped in there, I gotta be very careful with that. When you see both bulbs are going, I've done it right, which means I should be able to plug it into the back and make it work. I'll have my license plate lamps. Kind of makes me nervous at night. Anytime I'm driving around, some overzealous cop might pull me over because I don't have license plate lamps. But yeah, let's grab all of this, alligator lips included. Now we're ready to hook it in under the truck. Here's the difference too. The GMT 400 ones use this stupid system that clips in, and those things hold it like that way. Pain in the butt. Pain in the butt to use those. So I do like upgrading to these, which are just simply a catch and a spring-loaded deal. And they did actually clearance that a little bit back there. It is tight, which worries me about breaking them. But boom, they're in. And given these on the background, I just push them in from the back and it'll be good to go. Here we go. Alright, there it is. It's done. I do have something of a little mirror in there or something, or is it not just reflecting off the black plastic? Either which way, nice LED bulbs. Ones I got from O'Reilly's, where I usually get stuff. Yeah, now my license plate's lit. But yeah, that should do well now. Alright. Hopefully you learned something. All I got to do is just tie that stuff up with some zip ties, no biggie. Hopefully, if even you're going down the same path I am of getting a GMT 400 trail ready bumper, meaning modifying one to fit your GMT 400, that's what you end up doing. You need the GMT 800 lights. I'd suggest getting the bulbs. I like these assemblies a lot better than the old factory ones, the GMT 400 ones. Just got to figure out which are your positive. And again, on this plug, these were the power feed, these were the ground, even though they colored them freaking stupidly different. Could have done both of these black and both of these red and things would have been nice and easy. But nothing's ever easy when you customize, right? So that's done. Hopefully it was informative. If so, appreciate it. Leave me a like. If you haven't subscribed, please do already. I'm usually doing something on one of my two trucks. But if you came this far, appreciate you watching. We'll catch you on the next one.